Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kaylee. Our group name is Majestic, and tonight we'll be showing you how to put together your own custom skateboard. For this really fun and simple project, you're going to need your own standard 7-ply deck. This one is 8 inches wide. Next, you're going to need 2 trucks. These are used for grinding and turning as well. It's like the axle. Then you're going to have 4 of these wheels. These are 52 millimeter urethane wheels. They have 2 bearings in them, so you're going to need 8 bearings as well. Next, you're going to need 8 of these spacers, 2 for each wheel again. And then 4 of these nuts to keep the wheels on the truck. And lastly, as far as parts go, you're going to have 8 screws and 8 nuts to keep the trucks on. You're also going to have just a skate tool. This is used to tighten all the nuts on there. And you're going to have a power drill or a screwdriver or something. All right, so the first step is actually not really a step. It's just going to be clearing out a work area for you. Make sure it's flat and clean of debris. Then you're going to have all your parts laid out. Just like we have here. I've got my deck, my trucks, my wheels, all my tools over here. And I'm also going to need a razor as well to cut the grip tape. But that's going to be the next step. Jay's going to take over that for us. Then when Jay gets done with that, Meson's going to come in and replace these old bearings with new ones and put them on the actual truck for Leonard, which is going to take the 2 trucks and mount them onto the skateboard. Then Angelica will come in and go ahead and wrap everything up for us. So now that you kind of get an idea of all the parts and how to actually do it, we're going to go ahead and show you. Here's Jay. All right, thanks, Kaylee, for helping everyone figure out what all this stuff is. Now I'll be showing you how to put the grip tape on. So for this part, you're going to want to get a lot of room around you, okay? And then you're going to get your trash can, get your grip tape, peel the back off, just like this. And then you're going to throw that in the trash. Make sure you have enough room. You're going to lay it down with the sticky side up. Then you'll take the new deck and you'll line it up perfectly. At least you'll try. And then put it right there for the nose. And then for the tail side of the board, line it up just like that. And then you'll flip it over carefully. And then from here, you'll take your screwdriver, or you could even use a truck, but what this is for is to score the outline of the skateboard. So what you want to do is just run it along the edge of the board just like this. And I'm sorry if that's really annoying, but I'm going to do it as quick as I can. You're just making an outline, getting it stuck to the skateboard, so it can cleanly cut it off. Just like that. All right, now I'll take my razor and carefully poke a hole through it right here. And just make sure you have enough pressure down, and then you just drag it along the edge. Normally this would probably take longer, but I've done this plenty of times. So just like that. And last little bit. There we go. Now just make sure you put that razor in a safe spot. Get this excess grip tape, throw away half of it. Take the next part, or take the part that you have left of the grip tape, and then you're going to want to smooth the edges out, just like that. Now this just makes sure your board looks good and that it doesn't peel up, just like that. All right, and lastly with the skate tool, I'm going to take the little puncher right here and poke 4 holes for each truck, so that's 8 total. And Leonard's going to use those to put the trucks on. All right, so now that I'm done with that, next is going to be the wheels, and Meson's going to take over from there. All right, thank you. All right, hi guys and gals, my name is Meson. Bear with me because the bearing process is actually the hardest part, so it might take a little bit longer than everyone else. but we'll get through it. So what you want to do is we're going to speed through it. We only have one wheel to do. We're only going to be replacing it, putting new ones in, and then we're going to be putting it on the truck. So what you want to do to actually remove the bearing, to safely do it, just kind of put it on the edge of the truck, just like this. I'm going to show you twice so you get, two good angles. So you're going to want to put some pressure on the edge of it and just kind of pull up, and you're like just prying it out like a pry bar. So you just want to, just like that, and it'll pop out. So from this angle, I'll take it like this. See if I can do it with my left hand. Just kind of pry it out there. The edge of the truck. This one's a little stuck, so I'll flip it over and do it from the other side. Or use my right hand. That's what I'm doing. Okay, now that we got those out, we're going to put our new ones in. And that's a little different and a lot harder, actually. First, we're going to start with these the bearing. We'll put the bearing onto the truck with the shield facing down. And those shields are to keep all the dirt out of the bearing. Then we'll put the wheel on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Then we're going to apply some pressure. Just like that. Alright, so now that it's kind of in there, we're going to put the other one just exactly the same. Shield facing down. The side without the bearing. Down. And get some pressure. Alright. Okay, so it's kind of in there. Now, to finish it, I'm going to hammer it in a little bit. So it might be a little loud. I'm sorry. Alright, so now it's pretty good, but it's not all the way. So what we're going to do is put this wheel onto the truck, put that nut on, and we'll take our skate tool and pretty much tighten it all the way down. You don't have to do it as tight as possible, but you'll know when the bearing is finally set. It'll be set pretty deep in there, actually. So actually, that's pretty much what it looks like, but it's not going to spin. We're gonna free it up so it spins just like this side. Actually, we're going to put the spacers in there for it to keep it from hitting. We don't want to damage those bearings, so we can put some spacers in there. Alright, so now you have the two spacers. You're going to put one on. And you'll put your wheel on with the graphic side out if you want. Then this other spacer. Then the nut. Hand tighten the nut. You might be able to get it all the way. No, you can tighten it up just a little bit. But you hear how I can shake it? We want it to be like this side, where it's barely shaking. So we're going to tighten it down. Too tight. Just a little bit more. Okay, so now I've gotten it like this side, so it spins. Okay, so that's pretty much how you put the bearings in the wheels and the wheels on the truck. Now Leonard's going to be showing you how to put the truck onto the board. Alright guys, so now that we got our trucks with our wheels on them, and our skateboard with the grip tape on, all we got to do now is put these bad boys on the board, and then we'll be done. So this is a very simple part. It's not that hard at all, but it's very important that you're paying attention when you do it. What you want to do is put these on the right way. What I mean by that is right here is the bushing. This bushing also has a kingpin in it, and it's going to allow the board to turn. You'll see once I get it on. God. Alright, hey guys, my name is Leonard. And now that we got our trucks with our wheels on them, and we got our grip tape on our skateboard, now all we got to do is put these bad boys on there, and then we're pretty much done. This is the easiest part, but it is very important that you're paying attention when you do it because you want to put them on the right way. What I mean by that is right here. These bushings. These bushings are what allow the board, the skater to turn, and it's almost like a suspension system. It's very simple, but you can either loosen them up so it doesn't turn, so it's tighter, and then of course loosen them to make them looser. Here we go. What you want to do first is use these holes that Jay put in for me, and you're going to want to put your screws in, 4 for each side, for each truck. So let's see, that's 1. See them come through. 2. You can make sure that they're flush in there. Make sure that they look just. You can even have some colored ones so you know the nose from the tail. We're going to put the other 4 on the other side. This new grip tape should hold it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to hold it sideways, and I'm going to lay this truck against it, face down, of course, with the bushing facing in. Now that's the best. That's the only way you should do it. I don't know why I said the best. That's how you should do it. Now you're going to want to put your fingers over the heads of the screws to keep them from going, from coming out. And you're going to place this truck and line it up with the screws just like that. Then you're going to take your 4 nuts and get them on their screws. So that's just like this. 1. Just hand tighten it down. See, this is the easiest part, but it definitely takes a while. And you just got to be patient with it. All right, we almost got the second one on. I could have Jay help me with this, actually. So what he's going to do is come over here and put the other truck on for me. Of course, with the bushing facing inward. Just like that. He's putting it inward, so now they're facing each other. Just like that. And we're going to go ahead and tighten these screws down. Alright, I got my 4th one on. Hand tighten. Hand tightening. Okay. Alright, now Jay's finishing up his side. Okay, so Jay's done with his side. Now that we have the screws hand tightened on there, we're going to take our skate tool and our power drill. And since my name is Leonard and I'm left-handed, I'm going to hold the skate tool on this side. It's going to hold the nut in place while the drill does all the work on this side. And we're going to make sure that it's spinning the right way. Right, Leonard? Alright, so here's the 3rd one. All you got to do is just do it to whatever you have your setting on. Mine's on 7 on power drill. It's just on there so it doesn't go too tight. You don't want pressure cracks. What you can do is actually put plastic risers underneath the truck to make it higher, as well as to keep people from getting pressure cracks. That's pretty important. She has a picture of it right here. What we didn't show you actually when I was Masson, when you have those bearings, you're supposed to use the bearing press, which the picture is right here, and those are the best and quickest way to put the bearings on. But we did it by hand today, which is still important to learn how to do, just in case you don't have a bearing press, which most people don't. All right, so back to the drill. We're going to go ahead and tighten this side up. And then after this, what we're going to do is test out whether the trucks are too tight or too loose. So if they're too tight, you'll see that it doesn't like to, you'll see it's stiffer when it's tighter, and it's much more like wobbly. And it just depends on how you want to ride your skateboard. Okay, at think we got that on there. So it's pretty solid. Now what you want to do is do a quick kick flip. Are you okay with this? No? Okay, I'm just kidding. We're going to have to get onto the board, and then we're going to test out just by bouncing on it. Yes, Leonard, you have to do this part because I want to see you do it. But anyways, we're just going to bounce on there, see if it's tight or loose. It's a little too tight for me, so I'm going to loosen them up. And this is how you do it. You take a skate tool, and then you just find the right size part of the skate tool, put it on there, lefty loosey. And if you want it tighter, righty tight. Just like that. And you're just loosening up the bushings, loosening up the kingpin. And now you're pretty much set to go on the streets. Here's Angelica. She's going to wrap this all up for you. Go over what we just did. All right. Thank you. Hey guys, my name is Angelica. All right. So now that we got this all done, I'm just wondering, has anybody ever gotten on one of these before? I think that might have been Leonard's first time. I don't know. But anyways, so that's pretty cool. We got this. It's a really fun, really quick and easy project. Definitely pretty interesting. So now that we got it done, I'll just quickly go over what we covered. First, we laid out the parts and everything. Kaylee got that done for us. Then Jay laid out this grip tape, did a pretty good job. Messin came in and he put the new bearings in the wheels. Then he put them on the trucks again. And then Leonard put the two trucks on and he tested out. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. It's not too tight, not too loose. So yeah, here's our whole skateboard. I can just quickly go over a couple interesting things about skateboarding. Like how expensive this whole thing is. This is like $120. Yeah, it's a pretty expensive project, but it's definitely worth it. You should definitely try it if you're athletic, of course. The other important part of the skateboard is not actually even part of it. It's the skate shoes. You don't want to go skateboarding without skate shoes. So that's just my little 2 cents on that. Again, my name was Angelica. Our group name is Majestic. Tonight we showed you how to put together a skateboard, and we really appreciate your time and your attention. Now I'll be taking questions.